Okay, let's take a look. Let me just make sure that the camera looks good. And we can get started in let's see. And we can get started in, okay, I can mute that. And we're good, right? How we doing? Good? All right, we're good to go here. Let's do it. How we doing? Let's go. Let's get this live going. Let me post the Discord in the chat. Let's post the Discord link in the chat so you guys can jump on the voice call. Go over to alexkouras.com/Discord. Join the free community. We're at like 370 members. Join the free community. You can jump on the voice channel, voice call. Here we go. Let's jump on. How do I, why the button's not working? We got someone in here, but the buttons aren't working. How does this work? Bear with me one sec. Voice settings. No. Enough thought. Why these buttons here don't work? Oh, here you go. You have to request to speak. Got it. Okay. Taha, you have to request to speak. What's going on, everybody? How's everyone's Thursday going? I think, Taha, you have to request to speak, and if you want to speak, I can throw you in. Request to speak will show up here. Yeah, none have showed up yet. Got it. Okay. Arya Qatar. Hi, Alex. What's up, Arya? How you doing, man? Blessed Thursday. Thursday blessed. Requests to speak. Everyone can request to speak. Yeah. Okay. Cool. But yeah. I mean, as you guys can see, I've got a completely different shirt on. Right. I've got the Self-Haircut University shirt on. I've got a completely different wall art here. Right. Self-Haircut. It's the same exact thing as my shirt. Except I got my my Instagram. Oh, I got a. This is probably a little better for you guys, but. I got an Instagram for Self-Haircut University, and I also have obviously the website. So all that stuff's there. For the brand new launch of what was the Self-Haircut course is now officially an online school. Really exciting opportunity for a lot of people. I know the world is kind of still a little bit new to self-haircuts as a whole, but I know in the future, when everything is more and more expensive, as we all know, and it's just going to get tougher on people, unfortunately, and people will have to resort to cutting their own hair, because obviously, we all know, going to the barbershop to get your haircut is a luxury, right? It's a luxury to get your hair cut, right? When someone else is in full control of whether you look good or not with a nice haircut, it's not a good thing to have, right? You want to be in control of everything that you can do, especially looking good and looking nice, right? So a barber has the control pretty much of whether or not you look physically attractive from the neck up. So that's something that I'm doing here on YouTube, is helping people become self-sufficient, whether it be grooming their beard, grooming their eyebrows, their mustache, their hair, cutting their hair on top, fading, all this stuff, right? Just doing more for yourself so that you don't have to pay other people to convenience you, right? Because it's a luxury. Oh, okay, here we go. We got somebody here. Did it work? Hello?
Hello?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Wait, it's a pleasure to speak to you. I'm alright, How's your day going?
Pretty good. So far, so good. Doing what I need to get done.
That's good.
How about
That's good.
yourself?
Do you remember me? Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing good. It's cold here. I can't lie.
Yeah, I bet it is cold. Are you in England? Where are you in?
Yeah, England. Do you remember me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're the
Yeah,
first
it's
person
only
that
been a
joined the
year.
community.
Yeah, yeah. It's only been a year, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it has. Pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. How's it going? Like haircutting and all that.
I mean, everything's good. Uh, couldn't be easier. Everything's just moving. Is moving easily.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You know, I can't lie. Like I've been cutting hair as well. Like every 2 weeks.
Yeah, nice, man.
Thought I'd have a good. Yeah, thought I'd have a good chat. You know what I mean? Like, do you want to know what steps I use?
I'm sorry.
Just, do you want to know what steps I use when I cut my hair?
Sure. Yeah, yeah. How long have you been cutting your hair? For everyone that's watching.
2 years.
2 years. And how old are you?
I'm 16.
You're 16. Okay, so you've been cutting your own hair for 2 years and you're 16. Got it. All right, sure. What steps do you do?
Basically, so trim a line. Make my first guideline with the trimmer, and then I use the trimmer and bolt it out,
Right.
and then it's lever open, lever close for the first line, lever halfway, but I use the corners though. The third one is one open, and then between the one open or one and the zero open, I use 0.5 open to closed.
Right.
And then it's 2 open, and then I use a 1.5 3/4, like close to open, and there's number 3, and just like, scissors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's alright. So
yeah.
you know, Dre Clipper hands is his method.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, every method is just slightly different than the others. But that method, I've seen that one before. It looks fine. It looks good. They all kind of get to the same outcome anyway.
Yeah. I mean, but like the thing is, like, what I did was quite dumb last time, yeah. Because like, the thing is, I don't have a foil shaver, and like, so what I usually do is, the disposable razors. I use that to bald out my head. But last time I used a bigger one, and trust me, it didn't go well.
A disposable razor,
like,
yeah.
It cut my head so bad.
Wow.
But like the thing is, I can do proper fades. Yeah, it's just that like my clip, I actually better clippers. I'll be honest, because right now, the Hattico ones was like £30 ones. I use that, but like, yeah, I don't know which ones to get because I don't want to spend too much. Because again, like it's a bit pointless if you spend a bit too much at once. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely think getting a foil shaver is probably going to be a little bit easier, because using a straight blade for like I'm assuming for like balding out the bottom of your head when you're cutting your hair, you'll be there for quite some time, and having such a sharp blade that's really thin, going and like moving your arms in such ways that they're not used to moving, and then using the mirrors to do it. I think it's just easier to get a foil shaver just to be like more precautious for in terms of like safety.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying because like I don't know with the full shave, I'm kind of scared because like I don't know how tight to press it. Do you know what I mean? Because I see you do it, right? Like I don't know how soft you're meant to go. Do you get me?
Yeah, I mean, you don't. You just need to drag it along your head. Just pull it along your head. It has like a little. It has like a little like give to it. Like if you press, the blade actually compresses too. So you don't need to press hard at all. You just need to go. I mean, you might see me on my YouTube channel with videos, and then my skin looks like trash afterwards. I just have trash skin. So if your scalp looks fine and it's healthy and it's normal, doesn't have like seborrheic dermatitis or like past skin problems, then you'll be fine whether you press hard or not.
Yeah, that kind of fine. It's just like the hairline, the lineup. I genuinely don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
The hairline, like the front, the box. I don't know how to do it properly.
When you're doing your hairline in the front, start in the center of your head and then work sideways, and then work to one side and then go back and do the other side.
Do you think I should taper it?
The
Do I taper it? You know when like they get, when they hold on, yeah, you know when they get like a comb. So like when they put like use a headband to put their hair back. They use like a number one to like line it up. It gets a bit shorter and then they line it up. Do I do that, or do I go straight to like the trimmer?
You can. I use a headband. For the most part, yeah, I usually use a headband just to kind of get all the hairs underneath.
Yeah.
Like my fringe, especially when my hair gets longer, I use a headband just to hold it back and then clean everything up right here, all the smaller hairs.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Yeah, like I've literally just been like, yeah, ever since I've been cutting hair, trust me, something like I'm really happy I've done it because like I don't know, it's just one of those like when I go to the barber now, I realize that they cut it worse than me.
Really?
And they do it so hard as well. Yeah, like imagine I asked him to like, because obviously like shave it off with the trimmer. I said to him because he had where's it? With the that four liners, or what are they called again? Yeah, they're called the detailers. The wall ones, the ones that are really sharp. Wall detailers, the lithium ones.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the ones yeah. He flipped the trimmer with that, flipped it, and he scraped it on my neck, on my Adam's apple as well.
Yeah, I mean that's typically what happens if you scrape the trimmers, either he didn't do a good job zero gapping them, or the blade's not sharp enough, or he's not holding the trimmer properly, or he's running too fast.
Yeah. The way they make the guidelines as well is, like you scrape it with your head. With me, yeah, I try it. The only time I'll be honest, the only issue with my hair is, when the lever opened because of the clipper I use. Wait, let me show you a picture of it. It has a zero guard, but it's not really like a zero guard. It's more like a one. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel like a zero guard because the line between the zero open and the one open is sort of like it doesn't really blend properly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it seems like you and myself and many other people have had problems going to the barbershop. I've never actually been to a barbershop, but it seems like that's there's a lot of problems with barbershops.
I've been like, I went as a kid. I basically went all the time till COVID started.
Yeah.
Because like COVID obviously was one of those, and after it's just like it's not safe to go as well because like things I have asthma in it. So I don't like it. Obviously, like you meet a lot of people, and if you get cuts in your hair, you can still get like COVID through those and like different bugs and bacteria through your head as well. Mm-hmm. I was just like, I try it at home, but then I started watching a YouTuber. His name was Alex Kouras. Yeah. started making videos. I started watching him. Who else did I watch back then? Back then, essentially, when I was in 2018, I used to watch a lot of 360 GZ. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he cut his hair many times before. Yeah. Like, I always wanted to do it. Like, even when I was in that 12, or was in that 13 then, or 12. And I don't want to be a barber or anything. I just felt like doing it because it seemed cool.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I started doing it in the first place, because I thought it was cool, and then the second reason was every time I went to get my hair cut, it sucked. So it was just, I was always one of those kids that wanted to learn new skills and do new things and try out stuff and see what worked and what didn't. So cutting my hair was definitely one of those things where I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then I just kept with it for 14 years now.
Yeah, this, right? I think it's that, like, when I first done it, obviously it was hard. Like, the first time I cut it was with my uncle. And this was, like, during, like, peak COVID, so, like, May 2020-ish, June. And then it was, like, I got the one guard. Like, I done a decent job, but there's many cuts and all that sort of stuff. I became, like, a 2 on the sides and back, because his hair was really big. And then after that, I stopped cutting hair for, like, a few months, and then I done my own, because basically, I was like to my cousin, I want to cut your hair as well. And he said, I'll only let you do it if you do it on yourself. So I was like, as a challenge, I was like, yeah, sure. And then the first time I done it, like, I remember the setup as well. It was like a normal, like a chair. And then there's like two really small handheld mirrors that I used, like two handheld mirrors. And I was sat next to the heater and I did it because it was really cold then. It was actually like 2 years to like this date. I was doing this like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And like I remember getting like, you know, the lever open and close. That actually confused me quite a lot because I kept thinking it was the same thing. Like I knew one would do it faster and one would do it slower, but I didn't really know back then what the difference was. I made a dodgy guideline, but I ended up doing a decent fade because like the one guard helped a lot. And the second time I did it, it got worse next time. The second time I did it, I actually used a trimmer as well, so it started looking weird. Then after like 3 or 4 weeks, then because I started doing it every 2 weeks, so that I practiced a lot. Back in like 2021, when I sort of got to that February, March date, that's when when I started doing tapers, and February, March was good. Yeah, I remember once that I had to go to school the next day, and this is like because we had 2 lockdowns here, right? This was when the second lockdown ended. And I think that my clip the battery died or something. You know, like the trimmer, like you don't know the big trimmer.
Yeah.
You know the small trimmers. They have those extensions. I used that and I done the fade. It was actually quite cool. I did it really well.
Let me ask you a question. Sorry to interrupt. So what was the one reason, the number one reason why? Because you're 16 now, you started cutting your hair at 14. What was the number one reason why you started to cut your own hair? Was it it got too expensive? Was it because barbers didn't do a good job? Was it because you just really wanted to try it out? What was the big reason?
COVID. Yeah, because COVID. I didn't want to go to the barbershops anymore.
So okay, so you didn't want to go to the barber shop because of COVID. Got it.
Because of COVID, yeah.
Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Also, I remember during lockdown, my mum cut my hair. She made me look like a helmet.
Wait, so otherwise, if COVID didn't happen, would you still be going to the barber shop today, or would you reconsider?
I think I'd still end up probably going. Yeah, I actually would still go in because it's just like because it was something that no one could control. So like it was like I had to do it at home. Otherwise, my hair would either get too big or someone else would give me a haircut from home and it wouldn't look good.
Yeah.
Like obviously, if there's COVID, but the thing is that obviously I do my hair like every 2-3 weeks, but like the barber shop I used to go like every month, so it's sort of like the thing is they do like normal cheap fades, but back then I thought they were good. Like I didn't know until like now I'm cutting my own hair. Now I'm watching barbers do it and stuff, like in a good way. Now I sort of understand what a good fade is and what isn't.
So now that you have a better idea of how to cut your own hair and how fades should look, you're whenever you go back to a barbershop or you look back at your old haircuts from barbers, you're critiquing them and being like, they should have did this differently or they did this wrong.
I went like the thing is, this actually changed a lot. So June, February 2022, my lung collapsed, right?
Oof. Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, very bad. My lung, this was this year, and then my hair it was quite big because I think I wasn't able to cut it for a month or 2 months. I didn't end up going to the barber shop because of it. The thing is, you know, when he done the fade, then because it's already been like 1.5 years since I started, then I realized like I've been getting mugged off all that time. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
The thing is, once I started getting back into it, the thing is, the only problem I have is, you know, the mess. Because the thing is, I do it in the bathroom. Because I open the door, so it's like, you know, like a self-cut system type 360 mirror. Attach that with the door. And the mess sort of stays there. Like, you know, because it's like, the way the bathroom is, you know, like all the small hairs that you can't really see. I don't feel like they ever go. I feel like they stay there. Till I use a Hoover or something. Something play.
Yeah, you can use a vacuum if you need to real quick. You know, go 30 seconds, 2 minutes, run a vacuum real quick and clean it.
My setup is genuinely simple. It's just like a cape that came with the clippers, £30, 40 quid clippers, the Hattico one. Trimmer that costs like, you know, there's professional trimmers, there's gold ones, not Babyliss. Like, you know, there's random Amazon companies.
Right.
Them ones. Like £15. And then the self-cut system thing, and it's not even a real self-cut system, it's just like a normal knockoff Amazon mirror. But the thing is, it does the same job and it does it really well for me.
Right.
It's just a mirror, I guess. And then, like I said, the disposable razor, if I need to shave it off, and what else do I have? I have like, you know, there's like fluffy, what is it, the brushes, like things to clean the
neck duster.
Like, as, yeah, I should know better, man. I should know better.
It's alright.
If you asked me this another day, I would have known all of it, but like, I don't know, today it's just too cold. It's gone to my, the cold's gone to my head.
You're still learning it, and living in a cold environment's not the best. But do you have any last questions? I wanna open up the voice channel for others if they want to jump on, and then I got a bunch of questions I have to answer in the chat.
A question would be, I did have a lot of questions to ask you, but I forgot all of them. I think it'd just be like, actually, yeah, what equipment should I buy? Because I'm trying to get new. I saw the equipment and tools thing, but like, I don't really know which ones I should buy. I'm trying to get a lot of the setup again.
So the question is, what type of equipment should you buy? Now, the next question you should ask yourself is, what's your budget and how much are you willing to spend?
Yeah, I'd say it's up to 150, 200 pounds at maximum.
150, 200. Okay. So for you would probably look to buy maybe like $50 plus trimmer and clippers. So maybe like spend $50 to $60 on clippers and trimmers, and then get your other stuff like scissor kits and neck dusters and the Cool Care Plus spray, disinfectant, and maybe a foil shaver too, like a $50 foil shaver.
The thing I was looking at, the Nova, the company called Nova.
I've heard of them. Yeah, it's an Amazon company, right?
Yeah, they're like £90. I think they come with a trimmer and clipper. So I was thinking of getting that.
Yeah,
I mean, the foil shaver, I was thinking of the Keymi one, and then I think those are 3 important stuff. And then random sort of things like the neck duster, the scissors, and all that.
I think the biggest thing is when it comes to buying products and tools, especially off Amazon, just make sure that they have a bunch of 5-star reviews. I mean, if anything, because that's kind of how the world works. Feedback from other people that have previously purchased it in the past. So if other people, if thousands of people said it was a good product when they bought it, most likely it's a good product and they're a reputable company. So that's what I just go off of, 5-star reviews, as many 5-star reviews as possible.
Yeah. I'll be honest, yeah, because I just want to save the money, because at the end of the day, if I still end up buying an expensive piece of equipment, it's just a bit pointless considering how much money I've saved as well. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, eventually look, after a couple of months it would balance out. All the tools that you end up buying, the money that you save will add up relatively fast. So it doesn't really matter if you foresee yourself cutting your hair for a long time and you want to spend, $200 for a clipper, then you can, if that's what you plan on doing for the next 5-10 years. But it's up to you.
For the rest of my life. Now it's one of those. Because the thing about practical skills and education is that no one can steal it from you. Once you learn how to do it, unless you have some really bad memory loss, no one can take that skill from you. Do you know what I mean?
I agree, and that's one of the really good things about cutting your own hair. It's just like playing sports, like learning soccer for me, for example, right? I broke 3 school records in high school. I was top 4 in the entire state of New Jersey. I could stop playing soccer for years and then come back and then still kick everyone's ass. So it's just like with cutting your own hair and playing soccer and playing tennis and being an athlete or learning a skill. You can stop doing it for years, get back to it, and never forget how to do it. So
exactly.
That's the beautiful thing about learning skills. Skills are very important to learn, and trying to teach people learning how to cut their own hair, and it's a good skill to learn, and a lot of people need to learn it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's one of those, like, thank you for having me, though. I can't lie.
No, I appreciate
Nice
it.
speaking to you.
It was a pleasure. I appreciate you jumping
I'll
on.
try, yeah. I'll try to come on like every Thursday and have a chat with you about how haircutting and stuff.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Bring along with your questions.
Take care, yeah? Of course.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Good day.
Bye. Alrighty. Very nice. So he was the first member to join the free Discord community. He's 16 years old from the UK. Started cutting his hair 2 years ago when he was 14 because of COVID. COVID was his number one reason. Otherwise, he would probably still go to the barbershop today. But yeah, he loves it. He does a really good job. He sends photos probably every 2 weeks in the Discord. And he's gotten progressively a lot better over the past couple of months since he's been sending photos. So he does a good job. And 16 years old, cuts his own hair, and never has to go to a barbershop ever again. Right? 16. He's a, teenager. 16 years old, cutting his own hair. So it's it just proves, man. It's like you don't need to be a genius. You don't need to be a rocket scientist. You don't need like ordinary people can learn how to cut their own hair, right? It's not you don't need to be a master of anything. Like you don't need to be a genius to do this stuff, right? Cutting your own hair is a lot easier than you think. But anyway, guys, let me jump onto the chat. Have a handful of questions here. Hi, Alex from Aria. Andrew, what's going on? Doing good, man. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you so much. Andrew, do you have a video on how to cut the top with scissors? I do. I can't tell you exactly which video because it's kind of spread out, but if you want, you can check out the self-haircut playlist. So just go to my channel and click on playlists and click on the self-haircut playlist. And I would say, whatever video I have longer hair on top, it's probably one of those videos. Okay, Fox Sake, that's a great name. I can't believe I just said that. Have you been watching the World Cup? If so, which team do you want to win? Yeah, of course. I've I've been rooting for Portugal this entire time. I think Portugal is going to win. I said in the beginning before any of this started, I said Portugal, I said Brazil, I said Argentina, and I said France. And what do you know? All four of them are still in the World Cup. So I think France is going to beat England, but then I think Portugal is going to beat Morocco. Portugal is going to beat France, and then Brazil is going to beat Argentina. It's going to be a Portugal-Brazil final. Portugal is going to beat Brazil in the final. That's what I think. So we'll see what happens, but I think Portugal is going to win. Brazil is fantastic. Portugal is fantastic. I think Argentina is a little bit disappointing. They played better in their last game, but they've seemed disappointing. France is also a really good team, but I think ultimately Portugal is going to win. You got to bring home the C. Bring it home, C. Tell me, would it be an amazing time to retire after winning the World Cup? Right? There's no better way to retire the best player in human history than winning the World Cup, right? You can't beat that. If Ronaldo wins the World Cup, he's already proven to the world that he's the best player ever to exist on this planet. If he wins the World Cup, no better way, I would retire. Bam, done. 37 years old, retire as the best player on the planet. But that's what I think. Missili, what kind of mirror setup do you use when you cut behind the head blind spots? Yeah, type in Alex Kouras mirror setup on YouTube and watch my mirror video. I go through the entire mirror setup. I use the same exact mirror setup. Buy the $7 Walmart mirror and then just angle it on your vanity in the bathroom at 45 degrees. Right? Adjust it at like you need to, but buy the $7 Walmart mirror. You don't need a handheld mirror, they're garbage. You also don't need a three-way mirror, it's too much money. And this is actually a little bit better. So check out the Alex Kouras mirror setup video to check out my mirror setup. Egg box head. Egghead boy. Hey, can you do a video how to reassemble a hair clipper? Uh-huh. So why exactly would you want to know how to reassemble a clipper? Why would you take it apart in the first place? Do you mean like the blades? I've done a video on cleaning the clippers and trimmers where I unscrewed the blades and did a deep clean. If that's what you mean, I already did a video on it. You can check it out. Probably, type in Alex Kouras clipper cleaning or equipment cleaning or something like that, and it should pop up. Isa the One from Indonesia. What's up, Isa? Thanks for joining, man. Chris R. Yes, please. My clippers need a good clean. Yeah, here. Let me find a video for you guys. I have a video on this. Alex Kouras clipper cleaning. Right? Is that what it would be under? How to properly clean and care for your clippers. Yeah, there you go. Copy link address. There you go. Boom. And let me find the mirror video for you guys as well. Mirror setup. It should be the first one here. Copy link address. Boom. There you go. So yeah, that's the hair clipper cleaning video, and that's the mirror setup video. Perfect. Parth, what's up, Parth? How are you, man? Yeah, unscrewing blades for me. Oh, look, thanks, perfect. Awesome. There you go. All's good. Cool. But let's see. If anybody else wants to jump on the voice channel in Discord, let me go grab the link for you guys again. You guys can join. The community is completely free. It's a free Discord community called the Self Haircut Community, right? Very, very simple. It's free. Jump on, join the voice channel, and we can have a little chat, ask questions live. Lovray, when are you going to start hitting the gym again? That's a fantastic question because I've been meaning to go to the gym for the longest time, but in complete honesty, going to the gym for me is kind of a reward for being successful, right? And in my mind, I'm very difficult. I'm very hard on myself, so I don't think I've been successful enough to reward myself going to the gym and getting bigger muscles and looking physically inept, right? Physically in shape or whatnot. So it's a really good question. I'm very weird like that. You know, I challenge myself. I'm very hard on myself. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed or not. But until the day I feel like I've done enough and I'm successful enough and I'm happy where I'm at, I'm not going to go to the gym until I feel like I can handle being successful and everything else that I do in life, right? Because it's a lot. But until that day comes, I don't think I'm going to the gym. I need to get my stuff in order first, which clearly I'm still figuring out, right? With SHU, you know, real estate took a massive toll this year. Real estate was like my main income all of last year, and that completely went to basically zero this year because of the market. So I've just been doing everything that I can, figuring out the new ways to provide value, and hope that those ways of value can in turn create income, so that I could feel positive about my life moving forward, and then from there on, you know, I can do other things, right? Otherwise, everything's great, right? I eat healthy, I sleep well, I've got my family here, my girlfriend, the weather's beautiful, you know, I'm helping all of you guys out. So everything's good, other than the fact that I feel like I'm missing the big success within what I've created, right? And you could understand too, because you know, if you look at my channels, right? Instagram, I just hit 9,000 followers, right? At the beginning of the year, I had less than 2,000 followers. Now I have 9,000. TikTok, I had less than 900 followers at the beginning of the year. Now I've got nearly 7,000. And then YouTube's grown from 75K to right now 93K, right? So I've got over 110,000 followers, and I'm still struggling to make enough income with YouTube for me to live on my own, right? Maybe Miami's really expensive, but the fact that I know for a fact I'm underpaid on YouTube, in the niche that we're in, my RPM on YouTube is the same as it was 2 years ago when I first started making ad money. So there's something wrong, and I'm just trying to figure out ways to provide value to you guys that is worth actually spending money on. So that's the hardest thing, really. Otherwise, it's like YouTube took a massive toll, and I'm just trying to figure out the best thing to do, the best thing for me and for everybody else. More importantly, yeah, and then going to the gym after that. I want to go to the gym. You don't understand. I want to go to the gym. The other thing is too with gyms is I hate going to the gym alone. Right? I would need a gym partner. When I lived in New Jersey, I went to the gym 5 days a week with my best friend. Right? My best friend, 5 days a week, every single night at like 6 o'clock, we would go to the gym together. He would fucking pick me up in his car because the gym was like 2 minutes down the street, and we go to the gym. And now I don't have a gym partner, and I hate going to the gym alone. So, big reason why I don't go to the gym. Success, and I don't have a partner. It's like miserable going to the gym alone. Mohammed, I love your eyes. Thanks, man. Where are you from in the States? Yeah, I live in Florida. I live in the sunny state of Florida. Unless it's summertime, then it's the rainy state of Florida. God Eye, hi. What's up, God Eye? God Eye, mate. That's funny. But that's what I'm up to now. I'm hoping for the best with everything. Self-Haircut University's an incredible opportunity. I think I've mastered. Just this is just me telling you guys like an update with the channel and myself and everything. I think I've mastered, like, if you were to put services right in two categories, you would have physical service or physical product and service, right? I think, and in the middle might be like free value. Like, I've mastered the free value, I think, or not mastered, but it's solid, it's up there. And I think I've mastered the services, right? Self-Haircut University is 100% a school, right? Live coaching, live tutorials, lectures, 24/7 support. I've mastered the service game for self haircuts. The one thing that I suck at and I have no idea how to do is the product aspect, right? The physical product aspect. That's the one thing that I really want to work on. Physical products is something that I definitely want to create. I also have something that I've created. I have an invention that I thought of years ago that I'm going to be creating in the near future. This is new news to everybody, so spoiler alert. I created an invention for self haircuts. It's really cool. I think it's extremely helpful for self haircutting. I'm in the process of getting it patent pending, and then I'm going to get the first actual model created so I can use it and then eventually sell it because it's a really good tool to use. Obviously, it's a tool. It's going to be a physical product. But that's where I'm at right now, figuring out the best way to provide more value, right? Emery, what's up, Emery? Hi from Turkey. What's going on? But you guys, if you want to join the voice channel, we got somebody in right now. Sashiko, you want to jump on the call? Jump on the voice channel. You have to request. You have to, what is it? You have to request to speak. Will show up here. Yeah, you have to click the raise your button thing on Discord, and we can chat. Otherwise, in a few minutes afterwards, I'll answer any remaining questions, and then I'll jump off and go eat my first meal of the day. Let's see. Oh, Let me ask you guys, what do you think of Self Haircut University's website and everything that I've done? It took me 2 months to create everything. I'm just curious to hear what you guys' feedback would be. Because I'm sure many of you guys have probably clicked on my old website, but I'm just curious to hear what you have to say because I think I did a pretty solid job. Everything that's like the entire website itself, I created myself. I created the website, the videos, the text, the whole layout, the design, all of that stuff I did myself. So I'm just curious, in comparison to the old website, how does it look compared to the old website? So I left the link in the chat if you guys want to take a look at it real quick and let me know. I just want any feedback. If it's good, if it's bad, it doesn't matter to me. Any feedback is good feedback. Um, but yeah, just let me know what you think. Lover, did you use Shopify? No, because I'm not selling a physical product. Self Haircut University is a service. Um, but when I do have a physical product, I don't know what I would use. What do you guys recommend? Would Shopify shop there? Let me ask. Shopify versus Amazon. What do you guys think is better? I think Amazon would be better, no? Or is Shopify better? I don't even know. Is Shopify like Amazon or is that just a drop shipping company? Yeah, I see. This is what I mean. I've mastered the service aspect, but the physical product aspect, that's a whole new industry that I gotta learn. Yeah, if anybody knows anybody, or if you guys are in the marketing of physical product areas of life and you work for a business that makes millions of dollars selling products, DM me, and let's try and get something going. I could learn from somebody. I need a mentor when it comes to this stuff, to physical products. I need a mentor, and I've got no shame in saying that. I need a mentor. Looks pretty clean. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it took a long time. I think it. I mean, when I just compare the two, the old website to the new one, I just think it looks like 20 times better. Like it's cleaner. The colorways, everything looks nicer. It's more professional. Um, but yeah. Otherwise, you guys, Self Haircut University is live. If anybody wants to take their self haircuts to the next level, you guys can join. We do weekly coaching calls, new member coaching calls, group coaching calls, one-on-one coaching calls. I have the lectures, 24/7 support. We've got the private Discord community. Um, did I mention the live self haircut tutorials every 2 weeks? There's a bunch of stuff, a lot of stuff. Really good. You guys, it's a really good school. It's a really good program. Um, it's solid. It's freaking solid. It's like built solid, like a castle. It's like built like a castle. Um, so you can check it out if you're ever interested. Um, I know now might not be the best time because of the way that the economy is temporarily, but unfortunately, I think things are going to get worse, and I think people's savings accounts are going to be diminishing over the next year. And I think that's when people are going to really realize that what I'm doing is actually beneficial and actually worth paying for to see faster results. Um, but anyways, let's see. Do you trim your eyebrows? Of course, I have to. You see in my arms, right? You see how hairy I am, right? This stuff, it grows everywhere. So you gotta keep yourself trimmed. Gotta keep yourself trimmed. Eyebrows, mustache. I have some hairs that come out of my ear. Gotta trim those. Everywhere. We're all hairy people. We gotta trim everything. Oh, I got a question for you guys. How about this? What do you think is a better platform to live stream on? TikTok or Instagram? Because I might do a live stream later today on TikTok or Instagram. Not too sure. Maybe I'll do one on both and just kind of see the difference. But which one do you think I should do? I'm leaning more towards TikTok, but I'm not 100% sure because I used to do live streams on Instagram, and that's when I jumped on to YouTube and started the Self Haircut podcast live. But anyways, if you guys have any self haircut related questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. I'm gonna get going in a few minutes here, and then we can chat next week. I'm also, if you guys haven't noticed, I've started posting every single day. I've got videos scheduled for the next like 2 months, every single day of the week. So you'll be seeing a lot more shorts because I know shorts are like the future, and I've been working on a lot of it over the past couple months, scheduling new shorts and getting all this stuff just to build my brand and make the world more aware of self haircuts because it is a legit thing. It is real. It's not that hard. Anyone can do it from home, right? It's not expensive to do. So just trying to get my name out there and brand a little bit more. Don't use either, just YouTube for me. Okay, he says just YouTube. Luis Galvin, Instagram. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think the audiences are just completely different on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. I think TikTok's definitely a younger audience. Instagram, YouTube's older. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna get things moving. I gotta go eat. I'm a little hungry. And yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow. I think this week, am I posting a self haircut video? Let me check for you guys. You guys know I always let you know what I'm posting. Not the exact video, but I'll let you know. Tomorrow is this weekend is a self haircut video. Not gonna tell you what, but it's a really good video. Might be one of my best, but it's definitely one of a really good video. So self haircut video coming out, shorts coming out tomorrow. Main video is coming out on Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time, and then every day in between is going to be a short. Like little cool shorts, kind of like what we're doing here, but the short version. Which trimmer is good for a self haircut? None of them. You should buy a clipper for your self haircut. A clipper with a lever, right? Let me put the link in the chat for you guys. Check out the equipment and tools. I have to update this description here. Let's do this. I have to update the description. There you go. That should be it. Check out the link that I just posted in the chat and purchase yourself clippers, right? If you need trimmers too, get trimmers, but if you're looking to cut your hair, you need to get a clipper because you need the lever, you need the guards, all that jazz, right? A trimmer, the only reason why I created trimmer videos on how to cut your hair with a trimmer was because during COVID, most people couldn't buy clippers because they were all sold out. And, I cut my hair with trimmers to kind of showcase that you could still do it, but the results just wouldn't be as good. So now that there's a plethora of, thousands of clippers on the market, and we can all buy clippers now, buy a clipper. Don't waste your money on a trimmer to cut your hair unless you want to have a trimmer as well for like lineups. But all right, you guys, I appreciate all of you for jumping on. Thank you for all of your support over the past couple of years. For all of you that are old watchers or new watchers, I appreciate all of you equally. You guys are all great and have always been positive forces in my life. So I appreciate you all. Thanks for joining, and I'll catch you guys next week in the next podcast. Peace.